Yo, 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 yo.
Man, what it do? You know what it is. It's Bridge Dub P.
Buzz TV.
And we're back.
We are back, man. We're going to get straight into this.
Yes, man.
Man, it's, so we're going to do, let's recap.
Okay.
Took a little time to get this one out, but Jimz and Aye Verb, they had the winner takes all. Yeah. Shout out to RBE.
Yeah.
Shout out to ARP. Shout out to Lawrence. Shout out to the whole camp.
We got all y'all, man. It's all RBE camp. Salute.
Y'all been doing y'all thing though. Just set like y'all steady stepping up y'all game with the camera angles, the quality of the cameras. I can tell you getting some really good lenses on those cameras, and just salute to y'all, man. Y'all doing y'all thing.
Salute to the theme battles, man. Salute to that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's get into this because we're gonna let y'all let us know in the comments how y'all did y'all agree with the judges? And it was unanimous.
Yeah.
All 5 judges, because I believe before, if you guys watched the battle, before the battle, Jimz wasn't sure about having what's your boy name? Rod. What's his name?
Rod from 15 Minutes of Fame.
Yeah, him and Verb was
Rod, excuse me.
Uncle Rod. Yeah.
Excuse me,
And Verb wasn't sure about having the PG bloggers.
Yeah,
so
he didn't really know them.
Yeah. But then ultimately they say, you know what? Let's just do it. It is what it is. How you want to break this down? You want to go through each round by round? We want to say.
Well, here's the thing. Of course, we know these are judge battles. So when we do the judge battles, it's already out there. Money, winner takes all. Money went to Jimz. We already know every judge, all 5 of them, picked 2-1.
Salute to Jimz. Salute to Jimz.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's our turn to say, do we agree? Because let's be honest. When you look at these 2 rappers, 2 things happen. When it comes to the money, Verb loses. When it comes to the camera, Jim loses. Jimz has a problem with winning in the building, talking it up, and then it comes out, and you're like, I don't know about that one. He's got a,
Yeah.
Sometimes he comes in and just a, but we're going to break it down and see, did that happen this time? Or is it true to form? Did we agree with what happened? Is it 2-1 Jimz unanimous for this battle? So that's what we're going to talk about. So knowing that already, before we watched this battle as it came out on YouTube, we already knew the results. Just like y'all already know the results.
I have it 2-1, just to let you know.
So, round 1 goes. Are you still on pace for that 2-1 that the judges had? How'd you feel about round 1?
How'd I feel about round 1?
Yeah.
Round 1, who started? Jimz. Jimz started. I like how Jim's performance, he knew going up against Verb. Verb is top 5 of all time, one of the best performers. We all know this. So Jim's performance game was through the roof. I gotta say salute to for Jimz was doing that. He had some pretty cool lines. He had the whole little the whole Nelly scheme, the drop down, get your eagle on, hollow tip drills. I thought it was cool, but Jimz is funny. He's one of the funny blogger out there, but when he says these funny lines out the granny panties, it's gonna get ugly when he draws. I thought that was funny. His performance game was definitely through the roof. His bars was cool, but didn't really match the performance for me. Verb, what surprised me how he started with the Showtime. Verb won when he said Showtime. The whole crowd started going bananas. Nah, just play. He did. I thought it was over. Oh, he's going crazy. Oh my God, he said
2 minute Browns ain't poopy for a long time.
And he had to do it again. So, Well, he started, I was like, okay, it's Verb. I want to say thank you, Verb. And I want to say thank you because a lot of these battles, man, I was looking for the old Verb. It looked like he hasn't been caring. Looked like he was just didn't care. I'm only grabbing a bag, and if it is what it is, but you are Verb. You are a legend in this, so you have a responsibility to us, the fans. It is what it is, because when you start one way, you got to end like that. And if you're talking about, we talked about this. Anyway, let me get straight into it. I gave round 1 to Verb. Verb had a lot of stuff. Verb was spazzing. I was hoping he didn't have one of those show times, and then you know how he's like, so it's show time, and it kind of just goes down from there.
Yeah.
Verb did his thing. You remember everything he had in the round 1? He started with 2 minute. You a nobody, a corpse missing. 40 with a clip on it. This shoulder got a chip on it. Sometimes it ain't what you say, is how you say it. And I just, from there on, Verb just kept doing his thing. His energy was through the roof. This one went over people's heads, and they didn't catch it. I thought it was dope. The Nintendo Tyson Punch Out scheme was hard. So round 1, it was a clear. I'm not gonna say a body round 1, but I gave round 1 to Verb. I stretched that out a little bit, but
agree. Next. No, look. Round 1 is like. Jimz came out, did his thing, set it up. Verb comes out and does his round, and immediately I started thinking, Verb just won this round. All he needs to do is win one more round, and this battle was his. So I'm already thinking, maybe there's a controversy here.
Slow it down, calm down.
I'm just saying how I thought my thought process. I'm like, but I will say this. I was nervous when I saw the interview beforehand and Verb's mannerisms. Like, Verb didn't look confident. He didn't look ready. And I'm like, oh, man. But after this first round, I'm like, if Verb can do that again, because what Verb did is he outclassed Jimz. Like, Jimz had a decent round.
Oh, he definitely had a decent round.
But Verb just outclassed him. Like, when he hit with that showtime, I was like, if he does this one more time, the battle's his. Round 2. How'd you have round 2? Round 2. Round 1
loves Verb. Verb is dope, but he loves Verb.
Hold on.
As soon as Verb put his foot on that stage, he won. Nah, salute. Verb definitely won round 1. So, that's probably the round the 2-1. So, round 2. Round 2 for Jimz, he had a slow build-up for me. His performance was still there. The bars just really wasn't hitting. And then Jimz went to a whole nother galaxy. He started spazzing, and now his energy level went up, and the bars he was spitting. Round 2 with Verb, he ended kind of abruptly, quick, and he had a little stumble. The little stumble, if he only had the little stumble, was cool. It wasn't a huge choke or anything. I just felt it was rushed and it wasn't enough. Jimz, I gave round, but it wasn't clear because Verb started heating up towards the end too. But I'm gonna just give it to Jimz anyway because Jimz was a little more consistent.
Well,
it was my least favorite round of this battle.
Here's the thing with round 2. Round 2 was interesting to me because Jimz starts going and Jimz basically takes off right from where he left off round 1 to me, and he's pretty consistent all the way through.
I thought his round 1 was better.
And it was, to me, it was pretty much the same. Verb goes and Verb makes a mistake that I thought he probably would have learned by this way because he's made this mistake a few times.
What's that?
2-minute rounds and he's starting off slow. He starts off, kind of with the, let me tell you something about this guy right here. Like when he starts to only have 2 minutes, you got to get right into it. You got to get right into it. That's true. So I felt like, now mind you, these are 2-minute rounds. And what I noticed is, Verb is giving you 2-minute rounds. And this whole time situation thing, it's not like Jimz is going dummy long. Jimz is giving you a regular round. Like, Jimz is at 3 minutes. He's at 3 minutes. Like, that's really where he's at in these rounds. So he's not going dummy long.
So he had time to build up, kind of. What you're saying, yeah.
But he had,
or he forced the time. I guess.
But it's still, it was longer than 2 minutes. But it wasn't like it was a 5-minute round.
Right.
It was like a 3-minute round.
Right.
So it was like a regular battle. Verb is treating this a regular battle is 3 minutes, but it's just shorter than that. So I'm not going 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the problem. Verb has the bigger highlights. Verb said, I got 3 holes on the side like notebook paper. I'm telling you right now, that line is better than everything that Jimz said in the second round. That one line. But Jimz got more punches. Now, this kind of reminds me of the Jazz E Hart battle, where E Hart had more punches, Jazz had the bigger haymakers, but Jazz had enough time to get off several haymakers. Verb is only going 2 minutes. And so, Verb is getting to a higher level, but he doesn't have enough time to stay there because he's only doing 2 minutes. So I'm really confused at this point. Because how do you grade that? How do you grade when somebody, like, if you really give Jimz 2 minutes, like if you actually cut him off at 2 minutes, and like I said, you really shouldn't have to because he wasn't going dummy long, but if you actually cut it at 2 minutes, and then Verb is able to get those haymakers, his haymakers outweigh his punches, so it's weird.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't think it's really that deep for round 2. Round 2 was kind of clear. It wasn't. He really had any. He had the cool. He had the notebook line. This was cool.
Was anything better than Jimz had better than that?
Jimz also had. What I'm about to say is not better, but he did have more. He did have more, but the holes. You're right. It's not better, but the holes wasn't a smacker though. And Jimz did have. He said. What he said. A smart hustler when PlayStation broke. I beat the system. I thought that was cool. I thought it could compete with that line. Was it better than that line? No, but he still had more.
It was cool.
And then, but does rapping for 3 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Because he had more, contribute to that.
Here's the thing too. I hate the dudes in the background. I don't know you to hate you, but I hate the dudes in the background. Like, you can't be. If you know the rapper's lines, you can't be back behind him mouthing the words and then trying to amp the crowd. Like, that's the battler's point, to amp the crowd. Like, you can't have, like, the dude in the black, the dude with the Chicago White Sox. Like, there was a couple that was just gassing it, and I'm like...
Nah, you know what? Jimz got round 2. Jimz got round 2. The Showtime, I do it without cable.
That was nice.
That was nice. And that Verb really only had that. No, but when we get to round 3.
Now, round 2 was the Knicks fan thing, right? He was like, you can't tell because I'm a Knicks fan.
Yeah, what do you mean? That's what Jimz said. Yeah.
Hot. That was a hot one. But guess what? It wouldn't have been as hot if it wasn't in front of a New York crowd.
But they in the New York crowd, so you paying attention to what crowd you're in.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying, but round 2 was kind of easily Jimz, in my opinion.
I get why you say that, but it's just like, how do you say that when Verb had the highest moment? That's just what it's like. It's kind of weird.
But we're going at it as we're watching it, too.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're not in the crowd. So, but I hear what you're saying, though. I hear what you're saying. You're wrong, but it's whatever. Let's keep it moving. So, Jimz.
Never on camera.
Round 3. He lying. Third round. Let's see. How I'm gonna say? Jim started heating up, and this was the round where it came down to round 3, because he had the carrying keys, smoking aces line. That was fire. I'm a movie buff, so when those things pop up and when you use it well. I thought it was dope. And you can kind of see in Jim's eyes was like, especially after Verb first, like, I can't be playing. Jimz knows what this is, though. Because really, Verb should be like, man, because really, I think Verb has more to lose with this battle. So, round 3, Verb, oh my gosh. What did he say? He stick the knife into somebody like he's shape-shifting. That was dope. He says, you still gonna lose on the poles like a D-grade stripper. Now, Verb, this is what I respect. Verb, he did this. He was consistent. The energy level was up. His bars was just dope. And the reason why I'm so happy because I haven't seen this Verb in a long time. That's how I feel. And really, that's on Verb. I think Verb, A lot of the battles that he really wasn't quote unquote winning, he was just beating himself. That's really what it was. He looked like he really cared about this. So that's kind of shout out to Jimz too, because I think he cared about this match. Maybe for whatever this reason was, I feel like he got in his bag more. I could start going down naming battles where he really wasn't in his bag and he was losing those battles. I could start doing that. So I gave round 3 to Jimz. I didn't give it to Jimz. I gave it to Verb.
Wait a minute.
I gave round 3 to Verb.
So
I told you 2-1.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that you do not agree with all 5 judges?
And that's crazy too. When you say it like that, right? And I understand why you say it like that. I don't understand how all 5 judges scored the same. And then if you look at the crowd,
talk about it.
He can talk about it.
Yo. Alright, so round 3 goes, man. And Jimz does his thing. And he's very consistent. The same way I felt about his first and second round, I felt about his third round. Jimz was very clean. Out of the 2 battlers, Jimz had the cleaner round.
We're talking about round 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Verb is, wiping his mouth and going back over lines and stuff like that. But the stuff that the crowd wasn't catching, Jimz was catching. If you look at Jim's face, Jim's like, like that was, like Jimz is catching it because Jimz is real about it. So he's catching it. That's something Verb is saying.
Yeah.
But then again, it came to that 2-minute mark again. It's like Verb is cooking, and then it just ends. And it lets you feel like you wanted more from Verb. Now here's the thing, it comes to the judging. And this is the thing that catches me. The judges probably shouldn't have been on stage. Either the judges are on stage and they're the only ones on stage, or the judges have their own section. Because Jim's people was on stage. And Jim's people, like I said earlier, is hyping the bars. And they're on stage. And they're with them. And that's going to affect them. Mm-hmm. That's just like, if I'm just sitting, I'm like, yo, whoa! Like, you're going to look at it like, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be affected. It's going to affect you.
It's chess.
So, either they're the only ones on stage or they got to have their own separate session. Like, that's the way it's got to be. Because you hear the crowd, and the crowd's reaction is different than the judges. Listen to ARP. ARP says 2-1. The crowd says Verb. And they say Jimz. Oh, okay. I think this battle's close. They can go the other way.
Who'd you give round 3 to?
I think I gave it to Jimz because it was short. I gave it, but I thought Verb was cooking. But it was hard because of that 2-minute thing. Like, Verb shouldn't do 2-minute rounds. Like, 2-minute rounds ain't booked for a long time. I don't want to hear that no more. Because when Verb starts cooking, here's the thing about Verb.
That's his thing.
Here's the thing about Verb. When he starts rolling, you want to hear more from him. Because he's that nice. Like, you're like, I need something else. Give me another one. And when it just stops, it's just like, it's an abrupt stop. Like,
wait, if it's 2 minutes, so you saying you gave it to Jimz because he went over the time?
That's where the problem comes.
So that's what you're saying.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm having a hard time with this one.
So that's what you're saying.
I'm saying I think this battle is going to take time to really have a winner. I think it's going to be like conceded in goods, where you thought it was one way and then you hear it over and it's different over time. I think it's like any battle that you think DNA won, like when you watch it back a year or 2 later and those current event flips aren't as hot as it was because it's not current, you start looking at them differently.
So you're saying Enes beat DNA now?
That was nutty. That was nutty. I'm gonna talk to you about that too. That was nutty.
Hey, so I got 2-1 Verb, 2-1 Jimz.
I didn't say 2-1 Jimz.
Yeah, you said you gave it to Jimz. Round 3. But everybody just heard you gave round 3 to Jimz.
I think I gave round 3 to Jimz, but I didn't say who I gave round 2 to.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I said Verb had the highest level, so how do you grade that?
You gotta choose something.
You know, see, that's what I'm saying. This is a difficult battle.
No, he always do this, y'all. He
It's
don't like to pick.
difficult battle, man.
Getting scared on. He getting scared.
But like, it's a difficult one, man. But I don't see how all 5 judges could all score one way, except for the fact that I think that they were influenced by their surroundings.
Who you got?
It's close, man. It's close.
So I'll put it out there, y'all.
It's close.
2-1 Verb. 2-1 Jimz.
I'm saying it's close. I'm not picking either way.
You gotta pick. That's what you got.
I'll tell you what. I think, I'm going to be honest with you. I think I'm picking 2-1 Verb. But I want to be honest about the situation and be like, because am I saying that because it wasn't one-sided like the video prop showed? Am I saying that because I actually think that I actually gave Verb credit for stuff that the audience didn't?
We ain't watching it for the audience. We're watching it for us.
Here's the thing. The cam in a room and on camera is 2 different things. So I guess you're right. I got 2-1 Verb, man.
That's what it is. Y'all let us know how y'all got this. Do y'all agree with the judges? All 5 judges.
I'm okay if you got it to Jimz.
It's cool. Let us know.
I just don't think all 5 judges should have it for Jimz.
Y'all let us know. You know.
Salute to the PG bloggers. Salute Chris Unbiased, Uncle Ra, 15 Minutes of Fame.
Everybody.
You know, and
please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already.
We're missing one of the judges, right? Chris Unbiased,
Uncle both for the PG.
Both for the PG bloggers, and Swave Sever.
Salute.
Swave Sever.
Hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at BuzzTV70. Our YouTube.com/BuzzTV70. Our Gmail is buzztv.70 at
why 70? Because don't nobody keep it 100.
Gmail.com.
So you gotta keep it at least 70. You know what it is, man. It's Brandon Dub.
Too much. We out. He went for it though.